Hello, my name is Asia Collins, and I will be doing a narrative speech on the topic of Mother's Empire. In 2005, the buildings of Atlanta never looked so huge. Walking down the street, trying to understand how they got here and what did people do to get them. Every day, my mom and I walked across a bridge after a long, vigorous bus ride, just to get inside one of those buildings. I remember sitting there, listening to a person stand in front of us talk over and over again, having a speech over and over again, and just speaking continuously, each and every day. We would continue the same route. Pulling the edge of my mother's clothing, I asked, "What is this place, Mommy?" She responded, "School, sweetie." Then I followed up by asking her, "Did you build this?" I noticed sometimes after asking her that she seemed emotional. I did not know whether I made her upset or it was something internal. As she responded, "Someday." 2 years went by and my mom was 30. We continued going back to the same buildings, just different rooms. Sometimes she and another person would get into an altercation in the room because I would unknowingly do things that were disruptive to her class, ultimately having my mom to step outside with me. In memory, I remember my mom stating, "Do not let anybody bring you down." It seems as if she said that more so for herself than for me. When we got home, things were different. She would continue to look in her books, get up and cook, then while the food was cooking, continue writing in her books and focusing on her books. It was as if the book told her the guide to life. Sometimes she placed the palm of her hand against her forehead as a sign of frustration. Then other times, she would look towards me and then she would say, "This will be all worth it soon." Just one of those times it was more so for her than herself. More so for her than for me. As time passed, things were becoming brighter. Although it was just my mother and I, it felt that that's everyone I needed. While riding in the car, no longer using public transportation, my mom would smile when we arrived home and do homework. She would no longer feel sorrow when looking in her books. Everything seemed positive. Then the feeling of the final day arrived. My mom graduated. I never saw her with so much joy at once. Then the day seemed strange. Even though I was previously familiar with walking almost everywhere, we walked to a particular building and stood there. I asked, "What is this building?" Then she gave me the answer I always thought was true. "It's our building." As she had so much gratification, she, she became teary eyed, like she did at the graduation. She kneeled down and told me that all through the crazy journey to success, she followed 3 steps that brought her to triumph. She never let anybody deter her. She stayed determined and ultimately kept hope along the way. From that day forward, I have always remembered the importance as I spread it to others. Thank you.